The primary elections will be here before you know it. They are scheduled for June 9th. News 2's Berkeley County reporter Raymond has a look at why some are concerned about this election.
I talked to some people who work these elections who tell me they're very concerned about holding an in-person election during coronavirus.
I've been working the polls since, I would say, the first Clinton election. I think that was 1992.
Angela Simmons is a poll manager at Sangaree 3 Precinct, which votes at Sangaree Elementary School.
Working on election day, it just seems like it's just one of those things that I just enjoy doing. And this upcoming election has just given me some concerns.
She's not confident that workers and voters can be adequately protected.
Number one, the safety of the people there. Being there and having worked there for about more than 25 years, I know many of the people within my precinct, and we're kind of like a family. We got a well-oiled machine in my precinct.
But also the age of the poll workers.
Right now, I've had many of my workers who usually work with me have already said they're not going to work this coming election because they're in that age group of susceptibility.
I took those concerns to Berkeley County's Director of Elections, Adam Hammonds. He tells me he shares the same concerns. Simmons says she would like to see a write-in only ballot with in-person options for those who need that at the Berkeley County Election Office in Moncks Corner.
And the governor of the General Assembly would have to make that change. You know, we're not able to at the local level or even the State Election Commission.
Hammonds agrees that a write-in option would be best.
We as a state organization, the state organization of election officials, we sent a letter to the governor, to the General Assembly, kind of urging that vote by mail. We feel like that's the safest way to handle this election.
Simmons says she just doesn't believe people will follow best practices on Election Day.
I know what we're supposed to do, and I know about this social distancing, and I know about wearing the masks, but I've not seen that being done in a lot of places.
Absentee voting begins May 11th. The actual primary itself takes place June the 9th. In Moncks Corner, I'm Raymond Owens. Count on 2.